What is up, guys? It is your boy Ty, and welcome to the On Air Podcast. So, I have been thinking a lot of what to talk about, and I just said I want to just wing it and just go on it. So, today's music is basically what's on my mind right now. I am fucking lost. Like, no shade, I'm really fucking lost. I don't know what's happening between Ice Spice and The Fart, and Sweetie and Normani not releasing any music. And now this Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion drama. I am so confused. Like, I have no idea what is happening. So, and Lil Nas X. That's another thing I want to talk about. So, we can start with him. Boom. So, Lil Nas X recently released his comeback single, as he said, called J. Christ. And it was basically him comparing himself to the coming back into the industry, just like Jesus came back to the world. So when I watched the music video and listened to the song, I don't think it was really necessary to connect religion in his song. Like, I get it, like, oh, I'm coming back, my comeback's gonna be strong, da 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 da. But the religious elements was not really needed. I think he could have did like I think he could have did like a superhero theme and been like, oh, but yeah, like, I'm coming back to save the day, like real comic book, and then the music video could be like a comic book theme, and it could be like boom, pow, wow, that type of shit. But he chose to do a religious theme, and that was cute. So the music video consisted of him being nailed to a cross, being playing a basketball game against the devil and winning, and also being Noah and leading the animals on the ark and all that stuff, for all the Bible people, and if you're a Christian, you know how the Bible go, all that type of stuff. So I just wasn't really, it was creative, it was cute, but I wasn't really impressed. Like, it just felt like a bunch of ideas thrown into one basket, and it really, really confused me. And then he followed up with another single called Where do we go? Where are you now? I think it's Where do you go? I'm so sorry, but yeah, he was trying to find something, and hopefully he found it, because I was looking for it, honestly. It just like, well, actually no. So it was a single that followed up with his documentary that just recently came out. Long Live Montero. It was like a concert documentary, or a documentary of him and his concert and the tour and everything like that. So that was cute. That song was very emotional. It was a side of Lil Nas X that I personally didn't see, but it was very, very cute. But the J. Christ single, I don't think it was very much needed. It's not something that I would go back and listen to. And it didn't do well on the Billboard charts. It was there. I think it was number 69. But that's funny. Yeah, it was number 69 or maybe 59. But yeah, we're just gonna just leave that there. Ice Spice. So Miss Spice gave a interesting single recently. It was an unreleased track flowing around Instagram and all social media platforms, TikTok, hell, SoundCloud. Basically talking about think you the shit, bitch. You not even the fart. So like I can't even fucking take it seriously. That shit was just so funny. Like, honestly, the memes that have been going to that song have been so fucking hilarious. Like, you gotta watch them. You gotta watch them. So anyway, she just recently released the full song, and the beat is hot. That's about it. The beat, like the beat is hot, but that's about it. Like I'm not really sure like what was going on with that. I think she should have kept it. Maybe she was releasing it so it could be like a TikTok viral moment. I mean, it was going viral on TikTok, and that's how everybody moves nowadays. So that's cool, but it wasn't something that you should be taking seriously. I'll tell you that, not at all. Moving on to Normani. Normani has recently said that there is new music coming this year. Normani has been saying this for the past 2 decades. New music, new music, new music. I just don't know what to do with her anymore. I just feel as though like after she left um the Harmonies of Five, also known as Fifth Harmony, ever since she left Fifth Harmony, it's been like actually it was looking up for her. So if you go back, boom, if you go back and look at history, it wasn't too bad for her. Like she was actually on a roll. Like Camila Cabello left first, who was going up. Everybody was like, "Oh, she left the group and she thinks she's better." You know how it typically go with girl groups or boy bands or whatever. Camilla left. She started to rise, but then she started falling. Then the next runner-up was Normani. Normani came out with what was it? Motivation. It was Motivation, and she performed it. And the Motivation was a excellent track. It was a very nice, cute summer bop that really opened the door for her solo album. It really opened the door for that. And then she gave a remix with Ty Dolla Sign that nobody knew came out. Well, at least I didn't know. Like I was just scrolling on Apple Music and then I saw it and I said, "Oh wow, like you came out with a remix?" I don't know. Yeah, like it was very interesting. So Motivation, she rolled that wave for a little bit and then she went mute again. And we're like, okay, what's going on? What's happening? And then after that, a couple years later, well, she kind of won like a got in her model bag, I would say, like her fashion bag. Like she doing looks and she's showing up at this fashion show, this look, red carpet here, there, da 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 da, all that good stuff. And then she goes on to release a new song a couple years later called Wild Side. A lot of y'all may remember that with Cardi B. The choreo was hot, the video was sexy, the outfits were fabulous. And that was also another great single to then go into her solo album. Once again, we were let down. There was nothing after that. And now we're here again. It's just like a pattern. So like a lot of people have like gave up. Like Normani, we are tired. Please don't tell us anything else unless it is out on da 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 date at midnight. If it's not a date or a time, I really don't want to hear nothing else regarding any musical aspect. I don't want to hear anything else regarding that because it's too much talking. Like literally hashtag put it on the mic. I hashtag put that shit on the mic. Like I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of it. Like I don't know. Like she's so talented and it just frustrates me how she don't be like, I don't know what's going on. I mean, apparently it's the label and then again it could be her, but apparently it's the label. That's what the word on the street is. But I don't know. It's like I think she should get another label or whatever because I'm not understanding what the problem is. Like she's so talented. Like she's a great dancer. Vocally, boom. Let's get into that. Vocally, she's good. Not amazing, but she's good. She can definitely carry some notes. But I'm not looking to her to like give me like ballads and ad libs and anything like that. Like I'm not looking for it. I'm not looking forward to that. We love her, but she's not. I don't know. I don't know what's happening over there. So that's why I'm just like really feeling the way I am with the music industry right now. That's like some examples. It's just all over the place. Like I don't know what's going on with anyone. Sweetie, Sweetie is her last project. I don't even know what that was about. I think that Sweetie should stick to marketing. I think she's a great communications marketing type Joe. Like she can market the fuck out of herself, but she is not, not, not like not, not made for music. Her little rapping style and everything is like ABC 1 2 3. My personal opinion. Love her down. Beautiful girl. Like I said, she know how to market herself, but the music is just not for her because it just doesn't do well. Like her last album, she had a song called "Birthday." It's going live on my birthday. I said, "Oh, hmm, interesting." And then Fast Motion. Fast Motion was a cute bop, but the music video was actually very cute. Like it was different versions of her like competing with herself. So I guess the message was I'm the only competition. I'm not competing with nobody, and I'm just like, you got that right. Because if you were, you definitely will be coming in last, and that does not agree with the lyrics that you said in that song. So yeah, I don't know. I just feel as though like we are very much like settling for mediocrity. I do. I think that we are presented with a lot of things in the music industry right now, and we make a joke out of it. Like I really miss. I mean, I'm only 23 years old, and I miss like when people created albums and like really made really made eras for themselves. It wasn't just a one trick pony. Oh, I got to put this single out. I got to put this out. Da, 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 da. This is trending right now. Like creating a song and then put it out, goes viral for a little bit, boom. The next one, put it out, it go viral, disappear. The next one, and the next thing you know, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, my album is out," and then that album consists of all the songs that they already put out, and there's only like two new tracks, and then turn around and drop a deluxe a week later. I'm just like, what the hell? Like, it just be annoying. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm just like worried. I'm like, what happens when Beyonce, Rihanna, Kendrick Lamar, um, Nicki Minaj, and J. Cole, like all those people, all the people that really gave us some bomb ass music. Like when they leave, what's next? Literally, what's next? Like, what is the future of music? Because right now, I'm rooting for a couple people, but overall, it's just like everybody treats music like it's a joke, and I just hate that we make stuff so like viral for like people who are not talented. Like anyone can literally hop in the studio and say anything and it'd be like instant. Like it's really really annoying. Like mm. I mean, the category of R&B. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think R&B has been pretty cool. Mooney Long, y'all gonna burn out a Mooney Long song. I'll tell you that. Cause what was that? Hours and hours. I was hearing it more than that. Like I was so tired of that song. It's an amazing song. It was a really really good song, but y'all just burnt that out, people. Y'all burnt it out. Y'all gotta let it go. Gotta let it go. Victoria Monet, love her down too. Another great, another great artist. On My Mama, it's a cute ass song. Jaguar is the name of her album actually. Jaguar's the name of the album. I didn't hear it fully, and I didn't go to the tour, but let's just say I see why she is nominated for the Grammys that she's nominated for. Because I didn't listen to it before, but like literally this past week I listened to it so I could have the information for today. And it's very, very, very good. Like I loved how she knows the style of music that she wants to present. And I love how she just have fun with it. Like she's not on some like she's in her own lane. I really love that. She really be like chill. And then I'm seeing clips from the tour. I didn't go to the tour, but I'm seeing clips from her tour, and mm, that's a working girl right there. You could tell like she was having fun, but she also like put a lot of thought behind the show. So it was like that. Like I would like, ooh, I would honestly like to see her and Chloe do a song together. I think that'll be nice. Y'all think that'll be nice? I think so. It's interesting. It'll be an interesting collaboration. Chloe has, that medium lower tone, but can go high, and then Victoria has mm, like a like a sop- not a soprano. I think she has a medium tone too. I think it'll work. I don't know. Y'all may say it doesn't, but I think it will. I think it will. Speaking of Victoria Monet, she is nominated for a couple of Grammys, as I stated, and I think she's going to get some. I don't think she's going to go home empty-handed. I think she's going to get the Grammys that she deserves. Honestly, I really think she is. The Grammys are taking place February 4th, and they're happening in Las Vegas. So she's nominated for Record of the Year for On My Mama. She's also nominated for. I'm trying to see. Was it Song of the Year? Oh, Best New Artist. So it's more, but those were the main two that really are important to me for her. Record of the Year is a great award to have. That's one of the biggest awards of the night. And Best New Artist is a very important award. So the nominees include Gracie Abrams, Fred again, Ice Spice, Jelly Roll, Coco Jones, Noah Kahan, and Victoria Monet and The War and Treaty. So it says this category recognizes an artist who has eligibility year releases achieved a breakthrough in the public consciousness and notably impacted the musical landscape. That is definitely her. And you could say Ice Spice didn't do it, but Ice Spice was definitely like very much commercially successful with those tracks. The name of her album, like question mark, was cute. It had some bops on it. It had some bops, and it definitely took it by storm. And then she released her deluxe, and y'all know Deli. Deli, y'all was actually shaking ass in the Deli. So don't act like y'all wasn't. But Deli, that's a bop. That's like I think that's my favorite song by her. Even though she is like I don't dislike her. Like she cool, but like just sometimes I'm just like, okay, we get it. Like going back to fart, like that song. I'm like that. Like this doesn't make any sense. It's so stupid, but it's funny. But then you got other songs that's actually like bops, like Deli. So it's just like what the hell, girl. Anyways, Victoria Monet also is nominated for Producer of the Year, non-classical, and it's one more that I wanted to recognize her for. There's one more. I think it was Song of the Year. It was Song of the Year, and that was also for On My Mama, I believe. She's gonna take home at least three. I would say at least three. She's not going home empty-handed. She's definitely gonna get it. But SZA, on the other hand, I think SZA is going to sweep. SZA is going to sweep like some of these categories because SZA is the most nominated of the night. Like she has 9 nominations, including Record of the Year and Song of the Year for Kill Bill. Kill Bill was her number one hit, and it was all because of SOS. SOS was a beautiful album. It was crafted so beautifully that I think it was very, very underrated. And the thing is like, it's aging so well. Like you can think it like still came out. It's kind of like how she did with Central. Like Central came out years ago. I remember when Central came out. Like I got into Central like when I was in college, like freshman year. Like it was just like bomb. Like we broken clocks, love galore, supermodel. Like Central was really, really a great album, and it's still on the charts. Like I said, like I can't believe that. Very, and it's about a black woman. People, it's by a black woman. Black, black. Like come on now. Like you can't even hate on that. You can't hate on it for real. Like SZA's really like bomb down talented. Like the SOS tour, Chef's Kiss. Chef's Kiss. It was so cute. So cute. From the lighthouse to the little boat moment. Oh my goodness. So there was like this little moment of the show where she's in a fucking boat, like flying over the audience. And it was so cute. And then she's singing. And then she has like a lighthouse on stage for a moment, and then it had like a diving board, and she's singing, and then she jumped off. It was like wow. I'm so mad. I'm kind of mad. I am not kind. No, I lied. I am mad that I didn't go to the tour. I am very mad that I didn't go. Very mad I didn't go to that tour because, whew, that girl looks great, got great music, and she stay out the way too. Like she really be out the way. Very unproblematic. Very unproblematic. We love that girl. So outside of that, back to the Grammys. We all know the Grammys is, I mean, to the black community, is known as the scammies, but because there be people winning Grammys that don't deserve it. But the Grammys, I think they're going to be really good. I'm just really intrigued to see who the performers are going to be. I don't know who the performers are. Do we know who the performers are? We don't know who the performers are. Maybe um, I would like to, so hear me out. I would love, since SZA is the most nominated, I would love to see SZA do a melody of SOS. And then if she wins album of the year or whatever biggest award that she wins for, she should drop that new album that she was hinting at, Lana. She should drop it. I think that'll be fire. I think that'll be a fire ass moment. That'll be bomb. That'll be bomb. Like I'm just so excited. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited for these two girls. Mm. SZA and Victoria. I'm so excited for them. Wow. But yeah, we don't know who's performing just yet. Oh, actually, we do know who's performing. So boom, Dua Lipa, Billie Eilish, and Olivia Rodrigo are performing so far, but I don't want them. I don't. Johnny Mitchell. I don't want these people. I don't want these people at all. Sorry, y'all. I'm looking at my notes and I'm trying to stay on track, but this is really fucking me up. I don't want them. Like, I want the Grammys to be black so bad, but I know it's never gonna be like that. It's always gonna have black moments, but I want it to just be black as hell. Like, just one year, just like there were so many great moments in music, regardless of all the bullshit that went on. There was a lot of great moments in music the past year and a half or whatever for a lot of black artists. So I really, really hope that they like even it out because Billie Eilish, if she's performing, she's most likely going to be doing what I was made for the bar from the Barbie movie. Since that's nominated as well for some Grammys, but Olivia Rodrigo is most likely going to be stuff from her album, probably Vampire, maybe that song that she did for the new Hunger Games movie. And Dua Lipa is probably going to be, she's about to release a single. So it's probably going to be that single, if not just that more. So I don't know, man. I'm excited for it. I wish I could go. Oh, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go one year. Trust and believe. I'm gonna make it up there. It's gonna be so good. But moving on to artists being compared to each other. That's another thing I wanted to talk about. There are a lot of artists that was being compared with one another, and it greatly concerns me. I'm over it. There are artists who are just nowhere near each other. Like I don't know where y'all be getting this comparison correlation from. Like it just don't be working. Like Charlemagne on the Breakfast Club said that this nigga said SZA is the Mary J. Blige of our time. What? Like, why would you say that? Like, I'm not no disrespect to Mary J. Blige. Like Mary Auntie, we love Auntie. That's my girl. She didn't do anything wrong. SZA, that's my girl. She didn't do anything wrong. But what made you compare those two? What made you compare those two? Like, there's no type of like what are you saying that because they kind of do because SZA does R&B and Mary J. Blige does R&B. Like, are you saying that? So, okay, I may can understand, but I just don't like how he said it in that way or said it out loud. Like, he should have just said SZA is the definition of R&B or a newer version of R&B, because that's also been a question. Like, R&B has shifted. Like, R&B is not the same. Like, I think R&B is still there, but it's just a different take on it. So they compared those two. My girl Beyonce. Y'all know me. I love me some Beyonce. I love Beyonce hands down. That is my girl. I'm part of the Beehive, certified Hive. I went to the Renaissance World Tour 4 motherfucking times. That is my girl. And I cannot stand when people compare her to other people, or people compare their artists to Beyonce. Like Chloe. Chloe and Holly are signed to Parkwood Entertainment, right? And not Holly is compared, but Chloe is compared. Chloe has been compared to Beyonce ever since she did her little solo debut with her album In Pieces and her tour In Pieces. By the way, if you didn't stream In Pieces, please go listen to it. I think that was a very underrated album that year. It's very cute. It's very, very thought out. Music is good. It's a vibe. I fuck with it. It's a very much a vibe. The tour was really, really fun too. I had a great time. I was very close to her. She looked great. Choreo was great. Vocals was great. Boom. So go check that out. Um, but they would always compare Chloe to Beyonce because of her being on stage and Wild and Out. And they said, oh, was she trying to be like Beyonce with the struts and the pose and the stance and the like all this other stuff. I'm just like, every artist that come up is like it does something extra when they're performing at these award shows, because that what makes them iconic. Like, that's what have them stand out. Like, if you look back on history, you had Tina Turner doing her stuff, Prince doing his stuff, Aretha Franklin doing his stuff. I mean her stuff. You had who else is that? What's that guy name? Fuck is his name? Anyway, you get the point. Like, these people are iconic for a reason. Like, and yes, every artist study from one another. Like, all the greats that we have now studied from the greats from before. So of course they're going to take some pages out of the book, but that doesn't mean that they're trying to be that artist. They take that stuff or learn from it and create their own art with a little sprinkle of da 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 da. Like, that's all that is. And I just be so sick of it. Like, let these women live. And it's like, y'all not even doing it with male artists. Y'all keep doing it with female artists, specifically, since we being real, black female artists. Black female artists. I'm so over it. Like, stop comparing these black women. They are all successful in their own individual way. They are all talented in their own individual way. Leave it the fuck alone. Point blank period. Leave it the fuck alone. I'm just so sick of it. Every time you turn around, oh, well, she did this and she did that and da 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 da, and she said this. Like, nobody cares. Like, at least these artists are giving us actual music and not mediocre ass tracks just to be TikTok famous. Like, look at the bigger picture of it. Like, stop comparing them. Nobody is the next Beyonce. Beyonce is Beyonce. Normani's not trying to be Beyonce. Chloe's not trying to be Beyonce. Victoria Monet is not trying to be Beyonce. They may like that artist, but that's not who they're trying to be. Nobody's trying to be like Mary J. Blige. Nobody's trying to be like Janet Jackson. Nobody's trying to be like this person. Nobody's trying to be like this. Like, nobody is trying to be like nobody. Like, it is what it is. I think y'all just be having these conversations just to talk For real, for real. Like no shade. Just get on the internet and just be saying anything controversial so you can go viral for a minute. I mean, that's how everybody works nowadays, for real, for real. And especially, I mean, outside of black women being compared to black women, we got Taylor Swift and Beyonce. Everybody always compared them to. Now, as a member of the Beehive, I don't want to be biased, but I'm going to be anyway. Keep it real. Beyonce is way better than Taylor Swift. It is what it is. I said what I said. You can play this moment of this episode back if you want, but I ain't taking it back. Ain't nothing changing over here. I ain't editing this out. Nothing. Beyonce is bigger than Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift is just as successful. Yes, she's a great songwriter. Yes, her tour was popular. Yes, she has a giant fan base like us, but they are two completely different types of women when it comes to their music styles. Taylor Swift has music that is like very like fairy tale story, like a fairy tale story type of genre. And Beyonce tries to do a different moment each era. Well, not try, she does do a different moment each era. Like Renaissance, it still blows my mind. Renaissance came out in 2022. It is now 2024, and like people are still blasting Renaissance like it just came out yesterday. Taylor Swift with Midnights. Midnight, Midnights was cute. Midnights was good. She dropped 20 different deluxe versions for it, but it was good. I did give it a listen. One of my favorite songs is called Maroon. I don't know if it's the Dawn version or the Sunset version. I don't know. She was obsessed with time during that album. So, it is what it is. Renaissance. I don't have any favorites because the whole album is my favorite. The whole album is my favorite. Like, yeah, just stop comparing those two. They both were great because the Beehive and the Swifties were going at it. Like when I say going at it, number sales was being posted. Ticket sales up until the moment of the show starting was the Renaissance World Tour in Washington on Tuesday. The sales closed, so they now have 5,000 and tickets sold. While Taylor Swift had her show in New York on Wednesday in June, and her sales she has 7,000 tickets sold. Like, please stop. I'm over it. They're both great women. I'm just biased because that's my girl. Beyonce's always gonna be the queen forever and always, and that's all I have to say on that note. Yeah. Mm, 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 mm. I'm telling you, I'm so tired of it. So, I think I'm gonna close it out here. That was just a little bit of how I've been feeling today in the past couple of weeks leading up to this first episode. Yeah, I have way more thoughts, but we are kind of running out of time right now, so I'm gonna give it a close here. I do appreciate you guys for tuning in with me. I hope that you guys tune into the next episode because, baby, we not done. Oh, we're not done. This is just the beginning. Yeah, I was rambling today, but we gonna get into some things. Some may be controversial for some of you. Some things you may agree with. Some things you may not agree with. Some things you may be in the middle about. But we are going to discuss it and get into it. So I hope you guys tune in for episode 2 coming soon. So have a great one, guys. I love you all. Thank you for tuning in. And remember, stay elevated.